And the talk is on.
Hey guys, welcome back to JNS Talks with Sho and Joe.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope everybody's fine.
Hope everyone's enjoying your summer. We have a few weeks left before school starts.
Yes. To me,
No.
last of the babies.
And for me, I'm gonna miss them.
Well, I'm gonna miss them too, but now we could.
Yeah, this summer we've been busy. We've been doing a lot of things with them.
And it's still okay, let me stop being all thing. Yeah, I want to do a whole bunch of things with them and all that. But yeah, it's like the summer flew by because
we've been doing stuff.
Of all the activities that we've been doing and stuff
that so eventful
and trying to do and all this. So it's been a good summer overall compared to last summer, which
Oh, and that brings us to our discussion today.
Our discussion, which is
we're gonna discuss this quote: "Life is what you make it." What do you guys think about that?
Life is what you make it.
So before we get into it, you guys put your comments about what you think that means and if you agree with it. And we could always touch base on our next episode.
Yeah, right? Like, how about if you're listening to, on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, pause. And then write whatever you want. And then afterwards, if it changed your mind or whatever, elaborate on what you put.
Yeah.
Right, just reply on your own comment.
Yeah. So that's a good idea. It's a good idea.
I was just going to say the same thing, which is crazy. Anyway, so the exact quote again?
Life is what you make it.
Yeah, life is what you make it. You want to start? Ladies first?
Okay. I am on the fence about what this quote entails. You know, like, so many things happen in life, right? And it's not gonna go to how we want it.
Which was that other one, according to plan.
Yeah, according to plan. And let's say you have this blueprint of how you think your life is gonna go. And something throws it off, right? Yeah. Okay. You can make a positive outcome out of a negative event, right? But it's not always going to happen that way. I mean, what if you go down this downward spiral, down this rabbit hole, and it's like bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. And sometimes people end up in rock bottom where they can't come out of it.
Yeah, and it's funny that we came to the decision, which was not random, but it kind of was last minute pick, right? Because we have a whole bunch of topics and stuff that we want to get through, and we just happened to pick this one. And remember that I was talking to you with some he's like a coworker or what. I work with that person a lot, and this person that is very positive or attempts to act like he's very positive and stress free. But then you got this guy, which is like you could see he talks about his stress, which is not cool to talk about your problems. He has marriage problems. Everybody got the bill problem, so let's not even talk about that. But he has marriage problems. Still lives with his wife, which has a boyfriend, which that must kill a man.
My God, yeah, it's horrible.
And then he's like, it's so hard to just get out of that rut and stress. So I get that. There's a lot of people, like you said, it's like shit after shit after shit, right?
Yeah.
But to me is you make it, you know what I mean? You learn from, you can't have success without failure. To me is like that. You're going to learn how to be successful by your failure. You're not going to know just how you don't know what's right if you don't know what's wrong. You don't know happiness if you haven't been
Without
sad.
yeah.
Right? So you don't know what's, like what's not to be stressed if you haven't been stressed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so then what life is, you know what I mean? You have to, everybody, like, to me, and if you notice, the people that most successful people, especially from nowadays, it's not because of just, trust funds, and which it's a lot of people, but you see the coolest celebrities coming from shitholes. You
Yeah.
understand? Like, most of them have been from the hood. People like to call the hood.
Yeah.
But from a bad area that have had
A bad
a bad
upbringing.
upbringing, like you said,
Yeah.
a bad life. So to me, you make, what is it?
Life is what you make it.
Life is what you make it. Sorry. So yeah, life is what you make it, because if, like you said, that bad thing that could happen, right? Like, for example, an accident, right? That just throws everything off, right? Or a family death, right? That's out of your control. I get that part, right? But either way, you can't let that, bring you down, or let's say like some bullshit arrest or whatever.
Right. That's what I was gonna say.
Like to me, that's, like uh family death, that especially somebody close, that, and let's say you live with that person, and not to be fucked up, but financially they were kind of key a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you have those that are, like those stress that are out of your hand, like I said, like an accident, which is a stressful shit. Like, and I'm not talking about some bullshit accident. I'm talking about
A real
fucking accident that you need to go to court eventually, and it's a lawsuit here and a lawsuit there, and it's stressful because you got to go to therapy. If it hurts you, you got a medical issue with your back, and all that, which we're experiencing that right now. So what I say to that is, like, okay, you can't control those things, but you can definitely control how you feel, right? I know it's hard and it sounds corny sometimes. Just don't let those things get to you. But at the end of the day, you can't do shit about it. You can't do shit about the problem. So you either learn or go through it, or you might go weeks and, like, question life. You believe in God, in the you question everything, right? Because it's like, oh man, things after things after things keep happening. Or you could view these as learning experiences. Because let me tell you something. Yes, life is going to hit harder than anyone or anything in this world. Life is going to hit you hard. And it's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how fast you can get up.
Oh, like that.
So stop. I'm gonna be real. Like, at the end of the day, you just gotta stop bitching. Take ownership of the thing, even if it's not even your problem. Take ownership of it and get to it. Just do it. And especially if it is your problem, if it is Bill, at the end of the day, whose bill is it? It's yours, right? So take ownership of it, right? And so life is what you make it. Yes, to me it is. Life is what you make it. Because what they say, you can get those lemons and turn them into lemonade, right? Life is like that. Those shitty moments, especially if you have somebody, you have kids, so you have them to think about. Like, try as much as you could, what you could do in your part to fix whatever situation, to make the situation better. And if it's one of those situations where you can't do shit about it, then why dwell on it? You know?
Yeah.
I know in some situations you gotta let out your emotions. You have grieving things, but then it comes to a point where you need to get out of that rut and step up and, like I said, get up, get to it, stop bitching and moaning, and do your thing. You know, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna, like, some people might help you, but really, we're all on our own. You know,
Yeah.
you might have a person, and then what's worse is if you're married and both of y'all get into that mindset. That's twice as hard to get out, because now you gotta get out of that mindset, like, oh, life sucks.
Yeah.
Life keeps giving us this shit water.
Mm-hmm.
Then now you gotta convince your spouse also, or your rock, that, to convince them also to get out of that, like, that life isn't that bad, and that instead of looking at this as a negative, let's look at it as a positive. Let's learn from this. If it's a mistake that you did, take ownership of it, which is gonna be a whole separate topic. Because people gotta learn how to not blame others for their bullshit. And that's a big part, especially of people in general, about blaming others for their own crap, but also, like, you know what I mean, our generation tries to blame everything else on everybody. I'm not this because of this. This is happening to me because of this. Yada yada yada. You gotta take ownership in your shit. And you gotta stop blaming other people for everything that goes wrong in your life. Because if you just find a scapegoat in everything, you're never gonna learn what the hell you did wrong and how to fix it. All you're gonna do is blame others. So that's what I got on this. Okay. The gist of it. And I want to see what you have, and we'll go, we'll deep dive more into it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going through a negative situation, you have to find a way to be positive and to learn the lessons from it, right? But then a part of me is like, so what about the people that don't deserve any bad things to happen to them, and it happens and they can't do anything about it?
Which is life.
Right. And then there are positive people that no matter what, they're positive, and then negative things just keep happening to them. So as much as they try to make their life how they want it, something just comes in and bam, nope, not this road, or nope, not this road, nope, not that door. Like, so I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it, if I agree with it or not. Because I also believe in what's meant to be will be.
Yeah. And that's why I say to those people about, like, shit keeps happening and we've been through it. Mm-hmm. That's what has made us strong. That's all that adversity and shit that just keeps happening, and you're like, you just question, like, why? It's like, I get out of one problem, like, and the next one happens.
Yeah, like, for example, like the exonerated 5, right? They were a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
They were happy, living their life, carefree, went to Central Park, and in a fucking night, their life just turned upside down.
Which, that's an extreme. That's an extreme.
Like, what about all those innocent people that are sitting in jail that are convicted of a crime that they didn't even do? Like, how can you make a life out of that? I mean, the exonerated 5, they have.
Now they got money, so that was like an investment.
Like, their truth came out. But you see, that's also like what's meant to be will be.
Like, let's be real. They could have worked their asses off for how many years they were in jail?
It was different. I know Corey was in jail for like 13 years. The others were like between 5 and 8, I think.
So not that much. In 5 years, are you gonna make whatever millions of
but
dollars
I mean,
you're gonna
besides
make?
the monetary,
But I'm just saying.
no amount of money can make up for that.
Now, no amount of money. Are you crazy? If somebody was to tell me right now, yo, you go to jail 10 years, and when you come out, you're gonna have $50 million after taxes, I'm going to jail.
All right, God forbid. No, because the trauma that they've been through, they were only 13, 14.
Like I said, I'll take whatever it needs to. $50 million so I can leave for my family. For 10 years of jail.
Okay, but I'm saying their life turned upside down.
As of right now, I'm not making $50,000 in 10 years. It's $5 million after taxes, clean, without no expenses. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure there's people that look at it that way, but I'm saying what they went through. Even if you're
successful, even if you're a CEO in a top company making $500,000, which is gonna get taxed to shit, then you gotta spend it on this and spend it on that, and of course you're gonna want to buy a house and blah 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 blah.
I'm take away the money part.
I know, but at the end of the day, it comes down. People's happiness in this world comes down to money. Most people are stressed out. Why? Money.
Okay, but then there's a lot of people that have money and they're still not happy.
Yeah, that's a whole different story. But I'm talking about the regular people, because we are regular people. You know what I mean?
You just totally think my point.
No, which I'm bringing to the point is, where does people's stress in the real world come from? To answer that.
Yeah, some of them are money.
No. Some of them?
Some of them are money. Not everybody has money problems.
As in some of them, what percent?
I don't know, baby.
I'm talking about regular people. Most people. Let's be real.
Okay, yes, the people that we're surrounded by, yeah, everybody has money problems.
Exactly. I mean, not that everybody has money problems. When stress does come along, it is money problem. I drive people that have money, and when they are stressed out, it is because of money. Always boils down, for the most part, because of money. Because money has become the central thing in our lives. You understand?
Yeah.
That causes this stress. Because when this unexpected bill comes, you get stressed out. Right or wrong. Which is half of people's stress. More than half of people's stress. When it comes down to it in this modern day.
Okay, so then that brings me
like I was just saying, like that person that I was saying that I work with.
Okay, but you talking about, okay, people have money, whatever, right? There's people that have made their lives and they're still not happy.
That's just a whole different thing. Like, they're not that's different. They're in a
I'm talking about
category.
The quote in general.
Yeah, life is what you make it. So then now that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You went into a rabbit hole.
No, I'm talking about I was talking about the exonerated private. Like, what could they do?
Yeah, that was a rabbit hole.
Yeah, they didn't deserve that.
And like I said,
and their life was
life is what you make it, right? So to them, to now, life is like shit. You know what? Everything happens for a reason, because now I got money and I'm living the life that I would have never had.
Okay.
That's a way you could think about it.
Right, that's what I just said. That's a way
that they could think about it. They don't got to think about it.
And I also believe in life is what you make it. I mean, what's meant to be will be.
Exactly. So, at the end of the day, we was on the same track.
Because what I'm saying is, you could work, you could build this life, and it still won't. Sometimes it still won't turn out how you want it to be.
Elaborate.
Okay, that's what I was trying to say. And you said, that's like a whole different thing. You're talking about regular people. Okay, somebody could.
By the way, this is the episode that I've been waiting for.
What?
I'm just saying.
Somebody could work so hard, right?
Yes.
School, graduating with honors, got the perfect career, right? They're making their life how they want it, right? So hence life is what you make it, but they're still not happy. They don't have the family aspect. They don't have the happy ending that they want.
And that's why I say those people stop dwelling on the shit that you can't change.
Or let's say you build your career, right? You're vice president, whatever, COO.
CEO.
Yeah. No, I was going to say chief of operations. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, COO, CFO, whatever. You're a top dog, you're a VP, whatever exactly. The fuck it is.
So then you have a one-night stand, boom, you're pregnant. You don't know who the daddy is. You want the baby because of your beliefs. New York State,
abortions.
Made me forget my role. Yeah, just anyway, you have this quote unquote setback, right? Some people will see that as a setback.
Okay.
And you've worked so hard, and then now it's not gonna go how you want it.
Well, like she could control her life, and if she doesn't want a baby, she could have an abortion. It's her body, right?
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying if you don't believe it, I'm just saying if someone doesn't believe in that.
She's a Catholic, crazy Catholic, she doesn't believe
just
in
general, you don't have to be in a religion.
Guess
if you just
what?
don't believe
Guess
in
what?
it.
It's like, what job is firing women for becoming pregnant? We're in 2019 and nobody
right, and there's
wants
still
to do
some
that.
asshole companies, there's still some asshole bosses. They can't say directly, oh, I'm going to fire you because you're pregnant.
Exactly.
They could find other ways.
There's
a lot of people who went through that.
Not nowadays. With
okay,
all
but there's
this
a lot of people that have been through
shit,
that. I'm just saying, people could find a way.
Your whole point is somebody's life could just go into shit because, okay, you can make it even easier. She gets in an accident, she becomes paralyzed. That's the worst, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that's an extreme. She was on top, now she's on the bottom. Right? Yeah. Now she's kind of gonna lose a job because obviously if she can even get a job
and all that,
she gotta go through therapy and all this bullshit, right? So, and that's it. It's done for her, right? She's just gonna have to view life as what it is. It's not all sunshines and flowers. Like I said, life is gonna hit you. And there's a lot of happy paraplegics out there. Like quadruple amputees and all this. And those people are obviously the perfect example of life is what you make it.
Right. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm on the fence about it. I was on the fence about it.
Yeah, like I'm definitely not on the fence about that because at the end of the day, I'm in the same damn boat as that. There's so many things that this specific one thing that I've always wanted to do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
2 things. One, couldn't happen. It wasn't allowed, right? Then the other one, it was more of a choice, right?
Yeah.
So I couldn't get shipped. I couldn't. I didn't ship out. So, at the end of the day, I look at what I'm getting out of it, which is you, the family, my boys, and that's the positive I get out of it.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Like you made.
I could have chose the easier path also, and also having, a traveling job. But would I have been with you? I don't know, and most likely I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And
because that's a hard.
I can't picture my life without my kids.
Yeah.
And when all this shit like happened and got into an accident and all this shit, like at the end of the day, was the positive of it? We were all alive.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
the impact that we sustained. Somebody had to, at a minimum, like the way it was supposed to happen. Somebody should have lost a limb. At a minimum, had to be in like, like leg. Somebody would have had drop foot or something.
Or coma, like let's say the vehicle would have flipped over or
something
like
crazy. But at the end of the day, a couple slip discs.
Yeah, that ain't nothing compared to what we
know,
could have
backs
gotten.
are fucked up, whatever. Cool. I ain't die. So yeah, life is what you make it. Because some people, I've seen people get into accidents like that, and they're just like, oh, it's just like shit after shit happens to me, and I just can't get out of this. Well, it's your mentality. The more negative that you have in this thing right here that we call our brains, the more your brain tends to work like shit. Because you don't start looking at those. You have these openings in life, right? That if you don't take advantage of that opening, it closes. And when you're not a negative person, then you are so like you see foggy because you got all this negative energy in your head, and you don't see those openings, which could lead you into a successful role or a road if you want to,
Yeah.
But if you're like with this, oh yeah, like life sucks, I just keep getting into
no,
shit.
No, I'm
blah,
not
blah,
saying
blah.
be negative all the time.
But either way, it's like you're thinking. It's not you're thinking. Oh yeah, this happens to me. This happened to me. Blah blah blah. Instead of viewing it,
life is gonna throw mad shit at you.
That's what I'm saying. View it as a positive experience and learn from it.
Yeah.
There's always something to learn from any experience in life. Negative, positive. Actually, the negative experiences are what teach you more than a positive. You don't learn shit from a positive experience.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I definitely know that. This past year, I've been through mad shit.
So, exactly. You tell me how much you learned.
A lot.
How much have we learned? How much have we learned as a couple on top of that?
Perspectives.
Yeah, you get and
makes me appreciate stuff more.
There you go, right? And when you go and see other people's shit, you're like, you know what? I'm good. When we go to the therapy place,
yeah,
that's garbage. Like the fact, the way that some people are is like that shit is sad.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, and then another thing is people that keep getting into shit like a lot. Then that's when you gotta start looking at yourself and see, are you the one causing your own shit?
So you see, right? Some people are like that.
Some people cause their own shit. Like if you're always
surrounded by drama, but I'm just talking about shit that happens in life.
I know, but that's not as common as the biggest what's the biggest complaint? Bills. And I'm getting all this and this collection. Well, at the end of the day, take ownership in it because you're the one that did it in the first place.
Well, right, but let's say you are using your credit card because you have a steady income coming, but then you lose your job.
And the fuck another job.
Right. I guess, but
some people would just dwell on the negative of it. Maybe that's the path to a better job. That's the path to you making your own.
Okay, let's say like
business.
all these retirees, right? tired, they're living happy with their life. You think your life is set, right? Okay. But then your husband has like this midlife crisis and runs off with a younger woman. Like, his spouse didn't deserve that. And she's thinking, oh, we made our life. We're good.
Well, now you know that he's a piece of shit.
It was like you wasted all those years with someone.
Now, especially that he's old and he's thinking like that.
Or like now vice versa. Whoever does that.
Him or her, they're gonna die by themselves now. So they're a piece of shit. So now you just dodged a piece of shit. Think about it like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's literally a positive in everything.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. And I agree. It's just hard sometimes to find the positivity.
Sometimes you get into these minor accidents and people be like, oh my God, now I gotta spend $500 on this front end and blah, blah, blah. And yeah. Well, you probably learned some sort of lesson that's gonna prevent you from getting into a fatal accident.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Another one that I just saw last week. Remember that I've told you? Another thing at kind of like my job. So I'm sitting in my car, charging my phone. It's hot as balls, but I'm not gonna leave the AC on, right? I have a damn V8 Chevy Suburban, right?
That drinks gas.
So yeah, they literally drink gas. And then I have another gas story for you. Stupid. But anyways, so I'm basically up next to take the next lawyer home, right? And I'm just sitting outside. Basically, the door is open, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way I got my car hooked up, I have my dash cam connected to my fuse box that even if the car is off, it's still on, and my lightning cable to my iPhone is also always hot, right? So I can always charge my phone even if the car is off. So the car is off. Got my suit on because I always have a suit and a jacket, right? And like I said, it's hot as balls. I have the thing open, and I'm kind of looking around, and I just hear this truck just go ching ching ching. You know those trucks?
Yeah.
The big motherfuckers that go ching, ching, right? Those the air brakes. So a little background on trucks, just so people could get the whole thing of how this truck got into an accident with a Highlander, basically a little SUV, small fake SUV, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just tell you basically what the guy did. So the guy in the truck, right? He's on the passenger seat. The driver is doing some work. He's actually going to the customer to tell them that they're gonna pick up, is a carpet construction company, that they're gonna pick up some trash. Cool. It was actually at the Good Morning America building.
Mm-hmm.
Literally at Good Morning America doing their shit. Anyways, so the guy in the passenger seat, he's sleeping. Like I said, it's hot as balls out there.
Yeah.
It was that day that it was up in the almost 90s, but it was humid. It was crazy. So the guy is hot. He goes to turn on the AC. What happens with these trucks? You know, trucks have idling laws, especially in New York City. No more than like 15 minutes of idling. So they have it automatic because the company doesn't want to get tickets, right? Obviously, ACs work with the engine on. So this guy goes, turns on the truck, and as we know, a lot of trucks, they're manual. The guy had it on first gear, and they don't have a lot of these trucks. The company either bypasses the security to hold the clutch in or whatever it is. Well, the guy turned the truck on, and it happened to be popped into first. So he turns it on, the car pops, The guy dives for the brake, literally with his hand. He just dives, right? Like
shit.
goes like oh, like this, and he hits the brake, and he just starts just short, but he hit the. Luckily, the guy has a metal those bully bars.
Yeah.
So he had one of those. It hits that. It doesn't really do any damage, but it pushes it into the car. Doesn't really do any damage that's gonna be crazy on the guy's car. Either way, this guy really doesn't give a shit about his car. That's another thing. But that guy, right now, he's gonna go through some shit in his job, like, oh, what the hell happened? And it's a pain in the ass, right? When the insurances get involved in all this, right? That guy's gonna learn. It could have been worse. This is around 43rd Street. People are walking in between cars all the time. He could have killed somebody.
Yeah.
But he didn't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, his boss is gonna get at him. He's gonna be like, fuck. But from that mistake, he is gonna learn a lesson of a lifetime. That you don't operate a vehicle from the passenger seat.
That was dumb.
If you're gonna turn on the car, either, you know what, just scoot over, because those trucks don't have anything. Just scoot over, get on the driver's seat, make sure everything is good, and turn on the AC for another 15 minutes or whatever you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, or you know what sometimes they do? Another thing is, if it's an automatic truck, which I have seen, and I've seen accidents, they put the e-brake, right? Because they're very strong.
Yeah.
And they leave it on drive so the AC could stay on.
Oh my god.
Which is dangerous as hell, because the e-brake could just let go at any time and the truck is just gonna be driving by itself, basically. Yeah. But anyways, that guy could either take that as like, fuck, oh my god, and either he was gonna have to pay the guy, which the guy didn't take the money, I would've, but now he's gonna go through the insurance. So either way, it was gonna be $300, which is a bill, sometimes a bill and a half, right? Which could have been a stress thing, right? Mm-hmm. Now, boom. But it's a lesson, though. Yeah. To be learned. So life is what you make it. Now, he could have, now, instead of him being dwelling on, like, damn, I messed up, you should view that as a positive thing. Yo, I didn't kill anybody, and now I know what to do the next time and how to prevent from killing anybody. You get it? It's a lesson that he learned for the rest of his life. You get me?
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
So that's just an example of that real quick. And like with the other guy that works at the actual office, he's always stressed out and all this, and less of stress gets to him, and he, I could tell he drinks a lot and all this, and probably at work, I don't know. I'm not gonna rat him out just in case somebody sees this video or whatever. Maybe I'm making it up. Alright. Hey, I don't want to get nobody in trouble, okay. Alright? But anyways, this person, right, at an unspecified, maybe it's not 43rd Street, maybe 51st. And now I just realized, like, shit, these guys watch the video. Anyway, so this guy, he stresses everything. And the other day we were having this conversation. And this other positive guy, right? Mm-hmm. This positive, you know, like, oh, he's almighty. He has been through it. He has been homeless, which at the end of the day, he has a lot to learn. He has been homeless, and he's also a thing. Life is what you make it. He has been homeless. But now he enjoys the shit of having his own house. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at just that quick example right there. He's been through the worst that a human being could go through. Not having shelter. That is
that's what I was saying. Like, and he didn't plan on not having shelter.
Yeah, I know, but he made the best of it.
So shit happens. Your life happens. Shit in life happens.
The recession came like in the recession, 2008, and we might have another recession right now. They're already predicting it. So, yeah, life is what you make it. You can either, that guy could have been a bum to this day, or he could have been like, you know what? Let me do something, and then let me do something, and let me save money for a car, and now he's working, doing kind of the same thing that I do. Boom. Now he's making money. He lives in a house. He rents a house. And this guy came from having a house, from being a managing of a printing press company, which kind of was going to go to shit anyway. He should have seen that coming. But now he knows to watch out and to not always put all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
You know, when you have all your eggs in one basket, something goes wrong, that's it. If you have multiple income streams, which everybody should have, you know, you don't have to worry about one job going away, you know?
Especially if that job is your main source of income.
Exactly. So as soon as that guy learned that lesson and now is living life, nothing basically could scare this guy now.
Yeah, that's a tough,
you feel me,
journey to go through. Homelessness. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't even imagine.
So you got that guy that's complaining about every little thing, even though he still lives in the house. Yeah, he has shelter. He has his kids, which are all fine, which are actually going to good school. One of them is going to a good school. Look at the positive, my brother. You have a great son that takes care of you too, and all that. You know, and this guy is a great guy. You know, like, but the only thing that a lot of people like, oh, he has a turn off for them, is just that he's, always kind of, negative and stuff and all this crap. But when I talk to him and I explain, he gets it. We actually get along. Love the dude. It's fucking funny. Talk about all sorts of shit. But that's a lesson that guy kind of needs to learn, that life is what you make it. And I've been, you just can't tell somebody, yeah, life is what you make. They kind of, they kind of gotta go through something.
Work. You gotta put work
or
in it.
Actually be with that person and see. And usually, when you're with somebody, you kind of like, feed off of that person. So
yeah, you become what you surround yourself with.
Exactly. So in that case, don't surround yourself around a lot of negative people.
Yeah.
People that are always gonna be bitching about their bills, which is
or other things, or their relationships. How many people bitch about their relationships?
Too much.
Yeah.
So what else you have to say? Because I think I rambled.
Yeah, you overtook this this episode. No, but you made some very valid points. You made some good points. And I'm not saying I totally disagree with the quote.
I know, you're probably playing devil's advocate, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I am also.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just, you could work so hard towards something.
And I get that. I was like that too.
God could just be like, nah, not this. Or just life. You don't believe in God. Life could just be like, no, this is not for you.
Yeah.
And you gotta start all over. And unfortunately, some people's life, that's what it entails. Starting over and starting over and starting over. And that shit sucks.
Yeah.
Working hard your whole life to still not get to where you want to be.
Yeah, but like when it's so much, I think that's when you need to look at.
Yeah, you need to reevaluate.
What it's going on and what's your mistake, and you need to fix it. Yeah. Because if something keeps happening, and you're like you said, starting over, then that means you need to look at yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. You need to self-reflect.
Yeah, because some people need to start all over. They're probably living at a spot that's not healthy, living with people that's not healthy, being friends with people that is not healthy, have a job that's probably not healthy for them.
There's a lot of people that they only think short term.
Most people only think
I know people right now, they are spending money wildly this summer, but come holiday season they have no type of money for anything.
And then sometimes they spend a little bit too much in Christmas.
Yeah, it's like they spend money on unnecessary things. They make plans to go unnecessary places. You should not be going on a vacation if your rent is not gonna get paid or some type of bill.
Yeah, that's
I understand you want to have fun, you want to make a fun life and all that, but you have to put your priorities straight.
And there's so many ways to have fun, especially if you live in New York City or any type of big city. There's so much shit to do in the city and even around the city. And if you live in the suburbs, so much things to do in the suburbs, especially if you have a family.
Yeah.
There's so much things, there's so much parks now. There's so much amusement parks, There's so much museums,
everything.
Resorts that are over here.
Poconos, all that, Bear Mountain.
All around the world. I mean, all around the states.
Yeah.
And stuff. And if you live in another country, pretty sure your country has a lot of amenities, a lot of resorts, a lot of whatever. You don't need to go to another country, spend a whole bunch of money first on a flight, which cost.
And we're talking about for the people that they know they don't got it like that.
Exactly. If you got it like that, you got it like that.
Of course. That's what it's for.
A lot of people don't have it like that, and yet they save every penny and just say, fuck it, yeah, I'll figure it out.
Or what about the people that take out loans to go on vacation?
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
It's hella dumb.
You know what? How about you save, on the side and pretend that you don't have it. And then now, most people need to learn how to budget in the first place.
That should be a class in school,
and
budgeting.
Budget that. Hell yeah, it should
They
be.
don't, instead of all this bullshit math that we don't even fucking use in life.
Exactly. They should actually put real world stuff.
Calculus
and they give you one class that's kind of, at least in Cardinal Hayes, it was like that. It was finance class, and it was really just about learning about credit scores and bullshit about how credit cards work. Really, not really anything useful.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know in what class it was, managing a bank book, but that was about it. A checkbook. I don't know what. I think it was history. I don't know why.
Now you got all these apps.
Yeah, but either way, back to the quote: "Life is what you make it." So, guys, write your opinion. Say who you agree with here. If you agree with any of us, either of us.
Yeah,
put your own thoughts.
Put your own thoughts into it.
And also comment on what you would like us to talk about also.
Yeah. We know you're watching.
Yeah. We got views. We don't have comments, so.
Yeah. Comment on the thing.
Or DMs if you feel more comfortable. On Instagram.
Our email is there if you want to email. get to your email. We won't put your damn name, obviously. And maybe your question can help somebody.
Exactly.
Because just like in this topic, we've been through it all. And we're going through it with you guys.
Yes.
We're regular people. We're not celebrities starting a podcast. We're regular.
We want you guys to really understand that we're relatable.
Yeah, we're relatable. Yeah. Unlike these people that, start a podcast and want to act like they've been through it and stuff. We've been through everything. We got 3 kids. We live in the Bronx. I grew up in one of the worst parts in the Bronx. Now we're in a better part of the Bronx because we got kids. But either way, we're from the hood. We're living the real life. We've been through the shit water moments. Yep. Today I just got some bullshit easy pass shit.
Yeah.
Wasn't even my fault. So yeah, we're definitely relatable as fuck. So, any last words?
Nope. You guys know what to do. Follow us on social media, JNS Talks, and stay up.
Stay up, subscribe, and stay up again. All right, guys.
Bye.
Until next time. Bye-bye.